Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact. This is the Insecure Pixie, and in the last episode we entered a teapot and did some things inside of there. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but it makes sense if you watch the video. In today's episode, after it, we are going to be putting the cleansing bell in its place. So let's start here with Zhongli? Yeah, Zhongli.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An Adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Okay, we have set the bell in place and now we are ready to go and buy some kites. Let's go fly a kite. By the way, that's one of my favorite movies. I grew up watching it at least 7 times in one day, for a couple of months. Not embarrassed to say that I I know every line in that movie. Let's go talk to Granny Shan.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo-Archon once... Yes, these details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
Can you two be my parents? Please?
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
It's okay. Find the 3 workers. Let's see, the first one has to be here. Hello, Joe. I see the other one in the back.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
Eh? That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
I wonder how low we can go with that.
Someone needs assistance.
But let's see, apparently it's gonna be a very interesting and see how much they are.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Ooh.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Okay, so 2,500. His mood is almost complete. Let's just go like a 25-ish%. More on hand. I'm gonna be losing quite a bit, so let's go around here.
Hey, that's a good price. Anyone would work for this much, Mora.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing something very wrong here, but well, I would die in Leeway Harbor if this was the case. You know what? I'll pay full
help?
price this time.
Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Ooh, no.
Done.
Let's talk prices. How much do I have? Okay, you know something? How about 50% off?
Huh? No. How about a bit more? This amount isn't worth going out of the way to make only one trip.
Okay, then let's go at 16.
Let me think. Deal. This price is reasonable. I'll hop right to it.
And that phone is going crazy. And with that, we get to talk to the person that stole my heart by just appearing in the game. Once again, my wallet is gonna be hurting for quite a long time. Well, as long as I make the money. But, hey baby.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need?
Paimon? No.
Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Oh, really? It's not like we were not trusting him whatsoever. But it's okay. He has to understand we've gone through a lot of things, and even though he doesn't know that, I'm pretty sure that if we were to explain, he would understand somehow. I strongly believe that not everyone in the Fatui needs to be troublesome. So, let's, we're almost at our destination. Let's see what we need. The pharmacy is supposed to be up there, right? So I'm not gonna cut, and I'm going to make my way over there like a good little girl. Up. I'm tired. Rush to the finish line.
So many.
The reception is deserted. And it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
Medicines.
Oh, sure. Let's say it's a little child or like a very small person. Chichi! Another character I want. God, I want so many.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right. Look at the talisman on her forehead.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Quiqui.
I love
Once
you.
upon a time, Quiqui died. Then, Quiqui was saved by the Adepti. Now, Quiqui is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Quiqui can get your medicine. but only if you show Qiqi your prescription. These are Qiqi's orders from Qiqi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Qiqi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then,
How did you manage that?
but Qiqi helps you. You help Qiqi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a COCOGOAT. Please and thank you.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, at least, I have heard of before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Tianheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Tianheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the COCOGOAT.
The COCOGOAT is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the COCOGOAT is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a COCOGOAT?
It is a new flavor of cereal coming out. I think. Okay, so our mission's over here. I'm going to meet you if there is a cutscene, or just meet you when we reach the area.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Oh, time to shop. We cannot enter
Where is
through here.
that supply post?
There's no way to go
post-
upwards. Oh. Yeah, we have a mission. The Guizhong Ballista is an intricate machine of divine conception, and it could only come to fruition by the hands of mortal craftsmen through a tremendous degree of toil. Likewise, only through painstaking maintenance can it remain a truly mighty weapon. After centuries of peace in the land, should that ancient evil rear its ugly head and plunge the world into war once more, this spare part shall be needed, and a craftsman of suitable caliber and character must be summoned to collect them. A note to the collector. the structural parts, namely the beams and bowlines, will all be found, folded, and stacked in the storage room, robust and treated with lacquer. One may rest assured that they will remain completely intact for a millennium. As for the finely crafted parts, such as the trigger, fasteners, fletchlings, bowstrings, and so on and so forth, this will be found in a dedicated container. Please take that which you need. This machine is integral to the defense of this land against its most formidable foes. Cherish each part as if it belonged to your own body, and perform your solemn repair duties with the utmost devotion. Cursed be any who would disgrace the history of this great machine by taking shortcuts in their work. Can we talk to the door? No. Oh, there's an opening to the side. There it is. So obvious. Well, take the materials, all of the chest, get everything there is in here. Okay. We have everything that we need. Let's go to the ballista once more. Man, that was like right there.
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it? The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Are we gonna fight? Fight. Oh, they're not even attacking. What? You have the power. They take longer than what it should.
Steady as stone.
You're open.
Peep out. Another one.
I'll catch up.
Another test subject.
Oh, he's mad.
I missed the spot.
I got a little taste.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Once I get my
As a dutiful maid would.
I got carrots.
How does that feel? Oh, what's that? We already took out
Should revise my health. You're open.
don't think
No
I did
stone
very
unturned.
easy.
I'll catch up.
Have time.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Quiqui.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our COCOGOAT?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Quiqui put it.
Which means... A Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a COCOGOAT, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
I completely agree. Why is it not continuing? And I think that with this is going to be the stopping point for today. This has been the Insecure Pixie, and thank you for watching. See ya!